Welcome to Growth Mindset versus Fixed Mindset, an introduction. In this video, I'm going to share what a growth mindset is, why you need to have one, and the way that you can build and train your brain to have a growth mindset. If you feel like your own thoughts are getting in the way of you being able to accomplish your goals, or if you just want to adopt a way of thinking that helps you to take on new skills and learn new things, then you're in the right place. Let's go. Hey, it's Clint from Malleable Online Coaching, where we give you expert fitness, mindset, and nutritional training. Now, I first came across the term growth mindset when I was a teacher working with students who were significantly behind grade level. Many students who didn't have a stable home, had to move often, or for a variety of other circumstances would fall behind grade level, would get frustrated when they'd get passed along year after year and get even farther behind grade level. I would hear many kids say that they just couldn't do something or that they weren't smart enough. It was here, or hopefully before this point, that it was the teacher's job to teach, reteach, and reinforce the role of a growth mindset. Let's do a brief overview of the two different mindsets that someone can adopt. One is called a fixed mindset and the other is called a growth mindset. A fixed mindset means that you believe that your ability is static and unchanging. It cannot be added to, and it's just the genetic lot that you've been given in life. Now, there are some things that are fixed in our life that we have no control of. Our race, our nationality, childhood environment, height, and other factors are outside of our control and are indeed fixed. No matter your mindset, you can't change the culture in which you were raised or how tall you are. Yet, this fixed mindset is often transferred to learnable skills as well. Many times when we struggle with learning a new skill, or even before we've attempted to learn a new skill, we label the activity as not being for us or explain that we just can't do this kind of task. Kids who fall behind in reading tell themselves that reading sucks, that they can't do it, and that it's not important. By adopting this mindset, it allows the person to give up without feeling lazy or that they're missing out on anything. However, it also becomes the barrier that prevents an individual from chasing their true potential and the best version of themselves. So most adults would encourage kids that they could learn to read well. However, when it comes to learning new things themselves, many adults are quick to adopt similar language. On the other hand, a growth mindset believes that your brain is not static and unchanging, but that it is extremely modifiable and changeable. This mindset believes that even if you can't do something now, that you can do it eventually with enough practice. This mindset doesn't believe in failure, only opportunities of learning. This mindset welcomes new and challenging experiences because it is the very thing that drives growth and positive change. This person tells themselves, I can do it with enough practice. This person seeks out ways in which they can better themselves and looks at criticism as a way to improve. In many ways, it's the only way that you're watching this video right now, because there's a part of you that believes that you can improve, learn, and adapt. You desire expert coaching so that you can improve and see results. This mindset allows you to not be so defensive for the sake of actually getting better. So one study sought out how this might look even with art. Even previously thought predetermined skills like artistic ability or drawing can be taught to older or middle-aged folks in a short period of time. In one study, after just a couple of weeks, people who were self-proclaimed as having no artistic talent in drawing were able to pump out some amazing artwork after enough practice and coaching. And in my own life, I often come back to this filter and ask myself, which type of mindset am I using for a certain activity? And the types of things that I am consequently telling myself as a result. For example, I often played sports growing up, so feats of coordination and balance and accuracy and agility, those came pretty quick to me. However, I never have been a naturally strong or powerful athlete. I would watch guys in the weight room lift double what I had on the bar, and I used to think that I just wasn't strong, that I should stick to what I was good at, and that I should only do activities that already closely aligned with my predisposed set of skills. However, as I began teaching the practice of having a growth mindset to my students, I realized that I might have misjudged myself. I reevaluated this and took a growth mindset to strength training. I found that with consistency and practice that I got to be pretty damn strong. What I thought was a fixed inevitability was just something that required more focus and attention. When I realized the drastic impact that getting stronger had on renewing my mind and body and performance, I knew that I needed to share this message out with others in a way that could help them too. So I decided to become an online coach and to start this channel, which meant that I would have to learn how to make videos. Now, I had no experience at all making videos, and I spent tons of time trying different programs, using different camera angles, backdrops, and editing software. I even enrolled in e-courses and asked advice from experts. Most importantly, I gave myself permission to make videos that I knew were not the level of excellence that they could be later on. Sometimes I will admit that I got frustrated. When I realized that a video was unusable, I felt like I'd wasted tons of time for no reason. And one night while I was venting about this to my wife, she told me something that reflected her growth mindset. She said, "You know, the next time you do this, it's going to be better, right? Because you're learning something. So don't look at this as a waste because you are improving." This brings things full circle. The goal is not perfection. It's improvement. The goal is not a static, fixed endpoint, but it is to be engaged in the practice of learning and trying to better yourself. There will be times where you will struggle in your lifts. The barbell will feel heavy, and when you try to deadlift, it's going to seem like it's glued to the floor and is unmovable. However, as you stick with it, as you allow your body the time to recover and adapt and get stronger, the unmovable barbell becomes the metaphor for your life. Something you thought you couldn't do, but then you could. When you do this enough, with enough things, it changes everything. A difficult project at work becomes a challenge that excites you. A perplexing relationship problem becomes an investigation that promises awesome results. And you realize that you're not done yet. Perhaps this is one of the biggest reasons behind Malleable's slogan to learn, train, and adapt. We know that when we commit to the process of learning and train using what we've learned, that we will adapt and that we will change. To start putting this into practice, try this. Take a piece of paper and divide it in half. On the left-hand side, write down all the things that you can recall that you have told yourself you couldn't do. On the right-hand side, rewrite each phrase to reveal a growth mindset. For example, I told myself that I will never be as strong as other athletes in the gym. I could rewrite this to say that if I focus on improving a little bit each day, my strength will increase. Notice that this is not about comparing myself to others. It is only focused on me getting better, a little bit better, and closer to my goal every day. Now, if you want more information on this, you can find my top book recommendations for learning more about a growth mindset in the description box below, or to visit malleable.com and get hooked up with an expert coach and try out Malleable online coaching for 1 week completely free. Listen, you can do this. You are stronger than you think you are, and you can do more than you think you can.